Waiting for my video to turn up in YouTube. Where is it? YouTube's being crazy today. So hello, if there's anybody here. I can't see the chat because the video's not loading on my iPad. I see. Yeah, I'm looking at my phone right now, but I can't work while looking at my phone because it's too high. Come on, where are you? All right, let me just close YouTube and open it back up and see if it'll behave itself. My iPad's been weird. Okay, so there's my current live stream. There we go. Hi. My iPad's been weird. Okay. Let's get the sound off. They are the new Tim Holtz pencils. I might have played with them a little bit today. I just got them today. Due for a few more days. Great. I know. I noticed that they're putting out the overtime notices for work. So I was gonna do those backgrounds with you guys today, and then Queen Elizabeth died, and I just felt like I wasn't gonna go live at all because I felt like it would be disrespectful. Isn't that crazy? I mean, seriously, like, I follow some pretty raunchy meme groups, but they're pushing it too far today. I'm honestly, like, bad form, guys. This is the Queen of England. So, yeah, a lot of us, all of us mostly grew up with her as the Queen. And I can remember when I was a kid, my grandfather's mother was English. And she was proper English. Like, she wore hats and things like you see the Queen and stuff. And he used to tell me, because I'd try to come to the dinner table barefoot, or, I wouldn't hold my fork right, or, I would eat things with my fingers that should be eaten with a fork. And he'd always say, you're to dine like you're dining with the Queen of England all the time. Right, tea with Paddington Bear, exactly. So I thought that I'd do a little tribute card, and I wanted to pick out something that, I could showcase the crayons with, or the pencils with. So I picked out these chrysanthemums, and then I have, I want to use some of these sentiments from Simon Hurley's stamp set. Somehow, haven't decided how yet. So I'm going to start by stamping out my chrysanthemums. I'm going to use watercolor paper, and I'm using the smooth side. Can everybody see okay? Yeah, all right, good. So yeah, I've been kind of crying off and on. So weird. I think I was like that when Princess Di passed away too. So this is a Technique Junkie stamp. It's an older one. Oh, goodness gracious. Gotta get this little back off here. And it doesn't matter if it's upside down or right side up, but I do want to make sure this is down in the corner. And I'm going to stamp that down. You know what? I got a new Hero Arts ink, this intense black ink. I'm going to try it. I haven't really tried it. Hi, Cindy. Well, that's a good question, Cindy, and I will answer that as we go. They are definitely pencils, so I did play with them a little bit. And I'm no expert on watercolor pencils. The only set I have is a cheap King's Art set, and I've always wanted some, and I just haven't put out the investment to get them. So I decided, since I'm already a lover of the colors of the Distressed line, that I would grab these and see how I like working with them. Hi, Beverly. Who did I miss? Just checking chat. Crystal, Sherry. So that's definitely going to need another go, but that's typical with a full stamp, a full background stamp. Typically, my go-to ink is going to be the VersaFine Clair. But, you know, I want to try this ink. I kind of won this ink. So I was on Daniel Delinardi's channel on one of his lives, and he had a giveaway. And I won the giveaway, so he sent me a gift card. Or basically PayPal'd me some money because they didn't have the gift card for the amount. It was just $10, but still. I got the ink and the re-inker. See, do I want to do one more? I think I do, just right in the center there. Hi, Melissa. No boosters tonight? I don't know why I'm not using my... There we go. Happy with that. Okay, it's in the corner because I'm going to be putting it back. Let me just make sure. You know what? In fact, I think I will just paint it where it sits. Am I early? I'm telling you, my memory is shot these days. I don't know why. All right, so I've got the pencils, and chrysanthemums are usually oranges and yellows. What do we have here? Fossilized Amber. That's a good color. We'll try that one. Let me think about this here. So I'm just going to lay the color down, just like in lines like this, at the darkest part. And then what I'm going to do is attempt to pull it out. So these are definitely pencil-ish. They're not like the crayons. And now I just put water down on here. I don't have a little dippity-do. Whatever. I want one of those puck things. Those are cool looking. Okay, so I'm happy with this ink so far. That's one thing I'd asked Daniel when he was doing the demo. I said, how does that ink do with yellow? Because I noticed that most inks that I've worked with, when you work with yellow, it pulls through no matter what. Or most, yeah. It seems to be standing on its own. I'm happy about that. And I'll go in and do some shading. Coloring isn't my thing at all. Like, I'm horrible at it. Your picture is blurry, Meg. Is anybody else's picture blurry? Oh, you need to clean your glasses. Well, it could be. I mean, you never know. Both of my Apple products have been acting really crazy. So I'm going in dark here, and then I'll pull color out. And I probably don't need to do a little at a time, but it's just habit. 250, wow. So the color I'm using again is Fossilized Amber. See, and I can even carry it from one to another on the brush. I think I'm going to want a little bit more of an orangey hue to that. We'll see. I'm just basically scribbling now. It's not, doesn't have to be perfect because I'm watercoloring with it. Now if you're doing with color, like color pencil, you want to be more careful. So I am getting another set of these, but that set's going to be for my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm at, I think, 1649, I think, right now. I don't know. So, I mean, you never know if that'll happen now, tomorrow, 6 months from now. I mean, the thing about these Technique Junkie stamps and a lot of the other stamps, they have all the shadows already built in for you. So it's kind of a no-brainer, just throw the color on. The hard part for me is telling which is a flower and which is a leaf. Looks like it's part of this flower. That's going to have a little green in it. I'm not worried about going outside the line because I'm going to cut it down, obviously. Let me add some, what do we got here? Rusty hinge. Now I'm just going to go into where all the little shadows are already placed for me. Sorry if I get quiet, I'm focusing here. So these feel, how do they feel? They're soft feeling, but they don't, like, you can't, like you can scrape them off a little bit. Let's blend these through. They blend nicely. I know some of you like color with Copics or other pencils or things like that. I do none of the above. I really haven't felt like investing in Copics. I have some like cheap alcohol markers, but they really, they don't do the job for me. They don't make me feel happy. Just kind of randomly spreading color around. Now, I already had one of these because I use it for my Stabilo pencils, but I want my pencil to be sharp, so here we go. Okay, so you could even, like, I really want to save these shavings. I just have to figure out a way to do it, because there's 36 pencils and I don't have 36. I might have some like little baggies around here somewhere. Oh, I know. I wonder who. Let's see here. This is Rusty Hinge. Could definitely save them in these. Because look at all of that. And why would you not save that and use it later? What would you do with the shavings? I'll show you. Let's put a little down right here. And get some to come out without all of them coming out. Put them in with a little bit of water. Turn them into paint. No, I'll use it on one of the other flowers. Yeah, because it's really highly pigmented. It's basically pure pigment and some sort of a substance that I couldn't tell you because I am not a scientist. We'll go ahead and do this one in Rusty Hinge. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to save those at all. Now I'll just make up a bunch of these with my little die and store them in there when I need them. They'll be easy to store. Exactly, yeah, so isn't that awesome? I imagine you could do that with other watercolor pencils. Again, I don't know. I'm not the authority on watercolor pencils at all. I'm wondering what that is. It must be a leaf. I'm going blind these days. I'm curious how this color dries back compared to other watercolors. Yes, there you go, Elizabeth. Add shavings to texture paste, resin, paint, whatever. I'll be glad when a new set comes out that includes forest moss, which is one of my favorite greens in the distress line. So what I'll probably do is I'll darken this flower down with the vintage photo. So see, I still got my nice sharp pencil, plus I have my shaving drops here. Hi, Diane. I think we need a little bit more water in there. Yeah. And I just used just a little bit of the shavings of what I shaved off of there. Yeah, that is a great stamp. Yeah, that's a that is a Technique Junkie stamp, Chrysanthemums. I can't spell that to save my life, but I can say it. I thought, you know, as a tribute, it's fall. We lost Queen in fall, so I do fall flowers for her. I need a little bit more pigment in there. It does kind of get stuck to the side, but it comes out easy enough. Oh, loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, so I did a voiceover on a video today that I've been working on for about a week. And I had mentioned, and it was before I found out, that I've been watching The Crown for the second time. So, you know, sometimes if I like a series and I just can't find anything else that pleases me, I'll go back and watch it again. And sure enough, no, I'm not saying that has anything magical to do with me, by the way. Oh my goodness. See this? See how that dries down nicely? It dries down to a much lighter color. You have to think about that when you're painting with it. Yeah, good idea, just spell it mums. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm reflecting on what I'm doing here. The reason I left the stamp in the stamping platform, in case you wondered, is I did notice when I was testing these a little bit earlier that when you're painting over the black ink, now I don't know about the ink tints, but with the, I was using Versafine Clair, I lost a lot of my crispness of my black, so wanted to come in and stamp it again. That's what I do too when I'm painting with, I like to paint with lunar paste, so I'll just paint it in place and then stamp over it again. Okay. I don't want to waste that, but I might have to. Let's just leave it for now. And let me come in with Vintage Photo and get the dark parts. And I won't sharpen the Vintage Photo right now. It's not dull by any means, but and I'm just going in where the dark parts are. Has anybody seen, oh, help me think of her name. She drives an ambulance. She's in our group. Oh, Wicca? Has anybody seen Wicca Bella? I'm worried about her. She usually pops in. Of course, I wasn't here last week, but I mean, you know, I've been to other people's videos and I haven't seen her. I got a stomachache, y'all. I think I ate something I shouldn't have. Well, I took an Advil because I had a headache, and sometimes those will mess with my stomach. Okay, we've got this one, and these are usually pretty bright yellow, so let's go with a bright yellow. Let's go with mustard seed. Now the tricky part is my paper is getting kind of warpy, so there's a possibility when I try to stamp back down on it, it's going to go funky on me. We'll find out, won't we? It's just paper. Super easy to work with, like butter. That's what I think it's Alberto says, like butter. He did all the test samples for Jim. I wonder if this is a leaf there. I think it is. I mean a flower petal. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Now I'm going to go in with my dirty water right here. Thank you, Pam, for checking in on her. See how easy this is? It's super easy. That's why I wanted watercolor pencils, because you have that little bit of control there, more so than if you're just doing straight up watercolor, which, you know, I like to do, but I'm not that great at. I think that's supposed to be a leaf. I can't tell. Notice I'm leaving my rusty hinge there. I'm not wanting to let go of it just yet. I bet you anything it would dry up and I could scoop it right back up. Thank you, Crystal. Appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Of course, I know you're a super kind person. Pushing that one in. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and borrow. In fact, I think I'll mix it. Yeah. Let's go. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'm just going to give this a couple little twists because I want to mix the two. That was a lot. You get a lot out of a couple little twists. I see I've got a little piece of hair there too. Lovely. So this is rusty hinge and mustard seed mixed together. Too much on my brush there. Fill that in because I'm not sure what that space is. If in doubt, just fill. I ordered them directly from Ranger. Like the second Tim showed them. In answer to your question, Sherry. Don't worry, they're not like an exclusive that's gonna go away. They just, I guess there was just a lot more demand than was expected. Too much water there. That's okay. That's why we used watercolor paper. So I'm just kind of blending these two colors together. I like that. Heck of a lot easier than markers. Outside my door. You can't come in, darling. She's funny. She's begging for treats because I keep treats in here. If I let Mike keep the treats, then there's never any treats because he feeds them all to it. I don't need to go so crazy here, do I? I can't help it. It's fun. Yeah, I can see that the darker colors will be kind of washing out the black ink. And I don't want it to be washed out. Right, Diane, it is expensive to ship to Australia. Okay, I need a second color in this rusty hinge one. You know what? I'm drawn to this, which is fired brick. And okay, I'm gonna bite the bullet and wipe these up. Oh yeah, immediately. Definitely fall vibes here. Well, you know, the main reason that I ordered from Ranger is that very day I had received an order with my texture pastes, and they gave me a 25% off coupon. So I'm already getting some of these from Scrappy Shack. But as I said, I thought, well, if I can get such a good deal, then this would be a great product for a giveaway. Exactly. Mac, I know this. These are chrysanthemums. See, fired brick is funny because it's kind of got a little bit of a pink hue to it. Well, you've seen bricks. They're sort of they're red, but they're pinky. So as I water it down, I can kind of see the pink coming through, which I'm perfectly okay with. All right, let's get the greenery done here. Put all these guys back. They come in the cutest little tins too, but I don't like trying to have 3 tins spread all over my desk. There's not room for it, but the little tins are super cute. Look at it. don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'll do something with them. All right, so we'll go in with our, okay, what do we have? This should be peeled paint, yep. What's this? Frayed burlap, maybe. It's more of a brown, but I think it'll lighten up to a green. Some of these I have no idea. They're just like, it's hard to tell what actually is there. So I'm going to make assumptions that it's just greenery back behind. I'll be interested to see what happens when I throw the peeled paint on here. Okay. Yeah, they would hold a few backgrounds, Cindy, those tins for sure. I have a lot of random stuff that I die cut and don't use that's just sitting in a basket and it ends up getting destroyed. So I think that those will find a home there. See, this did work out to, this frayed burlap did work out to be a sort of a green. I might skip the peeled paint altogether, we'll see. Yes, Pam, I'd be happy to post a picture on Facebook when it's done, or sometime today or tomorrow. If I'm running one color into another, I'm okay with that. Yeah, this definitely, this frayed burlap is kind of a yellowy, greeny, browny, tanny color. Yeah, we need more greens. We need more greens. I don't know what happened there. I completely missed the spot. Just throw some water on it and hope for the best. I know that chrysanthemum leaves aren't super bright green. Spaced out doing those parts. Now this stuff runs nicely over a wet paper. Oops, I got a little goober in there. Get that out. finding spots I missed. Here comes the moment of truths. We're going to throw the peel paint in there, get us some green going. Nice, it's a good mix. I give it a thumbs up. Let me see what kind of, this is a, I think this is a Hobby Lobby brand paintbrush. I wouldn't know a good paintbrush from not a good paintbrush. If I'm to be honest. If it works for me, it's a good paintbrush. Probably just should have started out with the peel paint, but I don't know. I don't know. Towards the edge there. I imagine, had I not been on a live, I would probably take my time. Said never me. I could see myself doing this while working, to some extent, at least the coloring part, maybe not the wet part. I keep finding parts that I didn't see before. Jeez, pinch poke, you owe me a Coke. That's the only thing about these really detailed images, is to make sure you don't miss any. At least try. Like a leaf. I'm guessing again. Is it a leaf? Is it part of the flower? I don't know. No, that's a leaf. These might be some greenery under here. That might be a little greenery. This is definitely greenery because I said it is. Oops, didn't see that part before. Didn't see this part before. I didn't see this part before. Where's Waldo? We're just going to assume that's also green. I think that's everybody. Yeah, it's just sometimes it's very hard to tell. And I guess, you know, that's okay because, you know, that's what makes a bouquet or a bush. Let me see, what do they call a group of chrysanthemums? It's not a bouquet. When it's growing, I think it's a bush. I don't know. Crystal would know. Yeah, I think you're right. Whichever works, Sherry. Now there's some areas in here with nothing in them at all. I'm going to assume are like space, like sky. So that's how I'm going to paint them, and then I'm going to call this done. You know, this part of it. Now, what do I have here that I would like to call sky? Definitely speckled egg. Just go into these empty space. Oops, I totally missed these leaves down here. Good Lord. I'll go back and get them in a minute. Now I'm on my sky here. It's not like there's a lot of this space. All right. Make sure there's no green on my brush. Move this around. I don't know. We'll make that part of the sky because I don't know. I think it's a leaf though. Speckled egg's such a mellow color. I like to watercolor with oxide sprays too. My favorite for watercoloring, though, if I'm going to be using an ink, is Simon Hurley's. Just because of the color groups. So they're bright, you know. And now that he's added some neutrals, I'm super happy with him. These little spots I missed. Okay. Now, since I left this in the stamping platform, I don't have to worry about it having had moved. Now my question to myself is, do I want to go ahead and use the same ink I was using, or do I want to use VersaFine Clear? And I think I'm going to use VersaFine Clear because it's a pigment, and so it's going to sit on top. Hi, Rhonda. Lovely. So see how that brought the intensity right back to it? Go ahead and trim it down. You know what I should do? I should heat set it first. Otherwise, I'm just going to smudge all of that VersaFine Clear. Thank you, Elizabeth. I don't notice a big difference between the Fossilized Amber and the mustard seed, but I did mix the Rusty Hinge with both of them, so that could impact, you know, making them look the same. So let's go. We'll go for. I think we're gonna have to go 3 3/4 here. All that work just for a background. Hi, Cordelia. So I want to since this is a sympathy, I'm going to do Thinking of You at this time. You know, I would love to try heat embossing on black paper and have it come out as beautiful as Simon's does. But mine usually blows. I'm going to try it though. I haven't given up yet. Shoot, my hot glue gun has been on this whole time, since this morning. I was sitting there going, I burned myself on it just now. I have it hanging, and it's hanging so that the tip is pointed up. Were you feeling bad, Cordelia? Okay, let's make sure. I'm gonna heat up my heat tool here, guys. looking for my white embossing powder. See, that's my problem, is I put this stuff on and then it doesn't come off. I don't get it. I think I'm going to try my other one. This one. Where did I put mine? There it is. I think I got it all. It's hard to see. Oh yes, lifting a box of books is dangerous. See, I've got little white specks everywhere. This is why you never see me do this, because I'm horrible at it. Alright, let me get a little brush here. And even though maybe, oops, look. Okay, try again. Oh, Lord. That's why I cut a big piece of paper. I knocked off the teeth. Stuff that's supposed to be easy, I struggle with. See? Don't knock off the tea. Oh! Look at Bella! Hi! I'm worried about you. We're just finishing up a card for the Queen, well, for the people of the United Kingdom who lost their Queen today. Okay, so I'm going to chop that down. Now let me think. Do I want it to go across? How do I want that to be? Okay, I need something cohesive here, so let's grab, well, we'll just do a Simon here, and we'll grab the shade. Let me grab my brush, kind of clean it off here a little, because it's covered in black right now. I'll just come in and edge this a bit. I'm not going to pop it up. I'm going to keep it real simple. Just in case I happen to send it to someone, I do have some addresses for people in the UK. You know, from past card swaps and stuff like that. So, I want to keep it fairly simple. Okay. Besides that, the star of the show is the background. Yes, that's what I said when I heard it too. I had been reading a story earlier on Facebook about what's going to happen if she dies, and that she was on medical watch, but I didn't know it was that close. Get that on straight? I think I did. Well, I hope so, because it's on now. All right, let's get it on a card base. Yeah, I think I do. I like it on an orange card base. Keeps it in the fall vibe. Right, exactly. Stupid adulting, always getting in the way. Oh, you know what? That might be kind of cute. No, I'm not doing it. I was just looking at this washi tape thinking, well, that's got a vibe to it too, but keep it simple, keep it simple. Let's see, do I want bling on here or do I not? If I do, it's got to be pretty flat bling. Let's get my magic wand here and see if there's anything I want to... Where is my magic wand? Uh-oh. Where did I put it? Oh, here you go. I mean, I tend to gravitate towards these gold ones about every single time. Come on, little wand. Trying to get... Ah, shoot. I have it upside down. Whoops. Okay, hang on. Technical difficulties here. I have my wand upside down. Gosh, you can't take me anywhere. I hate picking these up off of stuff. I made some pumpkins today for a card that I have a video coming out on. And I put moss on the card, right? And the pumpkins were just sitting loose on the card. And I said, then you got to tap the card off. And I tapped the card off and lost my pumpkins. Didn't realize I'd dropped them in the garbage. Went crazy looking for them and ended up tearing the pumpkins off the prototype because I couldn't find them. I'm looking over here for my little other thing that I'm constantly losing. Decisions. Queen would love it. Well, good. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I could probably send it to... Nope. I'll send it to someone I know. I'm looking for my little tool. I know she's here somewhere. I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I think it's just they get lost there. Nope, I'm skipping those. Skipping them. Skipping them. I'm gonna leave it just like it is. Plain, like the Queen. Just pure person. I'm telling you, she loved horses. I love horses. Yeah. Anyway, that's fine because I only went like 10 minutes over. It took the longest just to watercolor this. So, let me give you my honest review of the watercolor pencils. They're great. Love them. Should I learn how to work them better? Yeah. I mean, they're easy enough. I mean, I managed to get shading and stuff in there without a problem. You can save the shavings and use them as a heavy pigment. I do recommend, like, maybe trying, if you're into it, like no line watercoloring. I think would be wonderful. Because they do kind of, they cover your ink. So these are the Tim Holtz Distress watercolor pencils that I wanted to kind of just test out today and review. And I mean, they're my first actual real watercolor pencil, so I have nothing to compare them to. But you know, I'm a Tim Holtz fan, so, and I like the distress colors. So you know, great, terrific. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourself hanging out with me tonight. I'll be back tomorrow morning with Junkin' with Tea. Wickabella, I'm so glad you're okay. Oh, you haven't seen anybody that has them? Most of the makers and a lot of the Simon Says stamps, people that are designers for scrapbook.com, and then I've seen people mentioning that they've been kind of getting them. So, yeah, expect to see a lot, especially, you know, around the holidays. And, you know, the smart move was making sure we had our greens, reds, and golds, right? And our blues for snow and white. There's a white one. This one's antique linen. I haven't even gotten into that one yet. So, we will. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Then I will be seeing you. Marco's has them. I'm not familiar with Marco's. They sell paper, right? They have a paper brand or something. I don't know. I generally will buy from Ranger and or Scrappy Shack, and mostly Scrappy Shack because, you know, I'm supporting the store that I'm on the design team for. Yep, Tiffany's a maker. She sure is. Tiffany Solario, 17 Turtles is a channel that she does. This is her wheelhouse right here. So yeah. Anyways, oh, Marco's paper has Tim Holtz. Gotcha. Bye guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting me. Have a good night.